Most of us get caught up in this trap of being perfect, of trying to live this perfect life, of never making mistakes, because we're afraid of being judged by those mistakes. Right? What happens to us in our childhood? We make mistakes and we get embarrassed by our peers. So that lives with us for the rest of our lives. That we feel like we're inadequate if we make mistakes. And this is such false thinking. All this serves us is inaction. Because your life will never be perfect if you learn to take action. And the movers and shakers of this world are ones who take action and think a lot less about the negative consequences of what could happen, what could go wrong. They just act out and they do it and have a positive frame of mind on the outcome, envisioning that it will work out for them, more positive than negative. And so we try to live this perfect life, right? But what it is basically we have dreams, we visualize these dreams, but we're so caught up in the analysis of it, so caught up in our mind weighing the energy, the effort, the cost, the time, the effort, in what goes into constructing this perfect plan to make this vision a reality. And so let me give you an analogy of what it's like. It's basically like you're at the bottom of a crystal beautiful staircase. And the top is where the gold is. That's where the prize is, this majestic nirvana that you want to achieve. And you want to get up there. But you have these muddy boots on that have spikes on them. And you're so afraid that if you take one step, that you're going to mess up that crystal staircase. This visualization of the perfect life in your mind. And so you keep it there. You keep the crystal staircase in your mind because you're petrified to screw it up. Because it's safer to just look at it than it is to go out there and mess up the crystal staircase. Because that's what life is. Life is you wearing these muddy boots with spikes on them. And you're going to make mistakes. You're going to scrape your knees. You're going to fall flat on your face over and over again. You can be embarrassed at certain moments if you let it. If you let people dictate what you're supposed to feel. But if you keep your eyes on the prize, you will achieve something that no one else will, because they didn't have the guts to go out there and do it themselves. They did not have the guts to mess up the crystal staircase in their mind. And so it's this comfort of having this visualization of what the future could look like, or what you could have accomplished, right? I could have done that if I wanted to. How many of you will actually put it into motion and actually go out there and do it and actually achieve it? That number is far less than those who say, I could have done it. Minuscule, a tiny percentile of 1%. Because it's such a rare quality to just go out and do something to reach the top when you're gonna screw up that staircase, when you're gonna make mistake after mistake, you're gonna scratch it up, you're gonna muddy it up. When you're at the top there, you're gonna look back and you're gonna say, wow, this was a mess. This was a long path, but wow, it was difficult, but I made it. And it's not even the gold at that point that you reached. It's not that top. It's how you climb the staircase that gives you that feeling that you did something that no one else did. You see the world in a whole new light. You have this vision at your fingertips because your character is now forged of an iron will. Because you went through the mud. You went through the obstacles. You went through the heartache. You went through the tears. You went through the fatigue. You went through the discomfort. You went through the exhaustion to become who you are today. And that, my friends, is the prize.